Welcome to Arky's Lounge. This is Arky's Just the Tip video for how to build a castle quickly and efficiently. And my guide to building a castle is, of course, the first thing you have to do is build your castle. The second thing that you'll focus on will be whatever your castle requirements are. So to get to castle 14, you need to do the castle wall and the embassy. So after you've upgraded your castle, you'll work on whatever your castle requirement is. It's always going to be castle wall and then some other building. So whatever castle wall and then the other required building. The third thing I do is a barrack. Make sure I always have at least one barrack at castle level. I try to keep a minimum of 2 at castle level, and then I'll keep 2 at the tier below so that I'm constantly building 2 tiers at the same time until I reach castle level 30, and then I just want to continuously build T10s. So then I upgraded all my barracks to 30. The next building that you'll focus on is your drill grounds. Super important to keep your march size as high as possible so that you can be as effective in gathering and effective in killing. So keep your drill grounds up. And I always keep a hospital at castle level. And when I upgrade that, I make sure I have all the resources that's required, and then I just build it with gems. I don't like having my hospital unusable while it's upgrading, so I usually on a power event I'll level up my castle and then immediately gem my hospital. So that's always up to the castle level because I want to keep my max wounded and my healing speed up, which is what you get with the hospital. After I do the hospital, I work on my medic tents, and that also just increases my max wounded. So I keep my medic tents up to castle level, and the next building that I'll upgrade is my college. And you can only upgrade that to castle level 30, but if you're below 30, try to keep that up to castle level as well. Research-wise, military is really important. You're going to want to unlock at level 19 your Legion 3, which will give you all the marches for 4 marches. If you have the VIP ability, you can get 5 marches. And you always want to keep upgrading your leadership to expand. Horseshoes helps you march faster, so you're using less speeds. Draft helps you recruit faster, and expansion lets you recruit more troops. Always recommend upgrading your military. Every single bubble of these are important. I think the least, like if you had to slack on one, you could probably do the horsemen, the horses and cavalry. I did those last. I really don't attack much with cavalry, but I know they're more effective once you unlock the cavalry dodge ability later on in the higher castle level, which I still don't have, but I've maxed out my military as you saw. Guardian Force, you're going to need to make sure you have all this done by the time you get T10 angels so that they can be massive killing machines. Just keep working on angel, all your angel stuff. These are really important later in the game. Angels are not as effective in the lower tiers, but you can always keep promoting them in the drill grounds. So make sure you're still making angels, maybe just not sending them in your attacks to die until you have a higher tier angel. City defense, this one I don't do much of, except when I need to do a daily research or something. Golems are pretty useless, except for causing swords. But the only thing that I find that is super important for a main castle is alliance defense. And that raises the max HP of defense troops 5% there. And another 5%. So that's 10% max HP of defense troops. So, yeah, like if you just need to do a daily research, then I'll do something else in that area. But development, you know, all these are really important. I don't do the research methods as much. Like I said, if I just need something for a daily, I'll do those, because they take a little longer to upgrade. Research is very expensive. But wounded conversion, super important. When you're attacking, you get your dead converted to wounded. And healing, very important to heal faster, use less healing speeds, and tax reductions helps if you're sending and helping out your other alliance members. If you're attacking monsters, you'll need physique and rapid march, and you'll always need architecture to help building speed reduction. Resources, I don't do a lot here. Farms are for gathering resource. My castle is not a farm, it's a fighting machine. So you'll want to make sure that you do load increase so that you can plunder more resources faster. Gathering gem speed up is important so that you can keep your troops gathering gems as much as possible. And I do these other resources, like I said, if I need a skill to get my daily and I don't have enough resources to get something else done that's more important. So that's it for college. Your Watchtower, you're going to make sure you keep that up. The minimum you could do Watchtower, like, it's not super important to have a high Watchtower unless you just like to scout. But level 14 shows the type and exact number of troops marching towards you so that you can say, oh, I'm being attacked. And you can tell if it's a fake attack or if it's not a real march coming at you right away by your Watchtower. Because you don't want to shield if it's just one horse coming at you, or just one of each. You want to shield if it's a big attack coming at you. And you won't know that if this Watchtower is 13 or lower. So make sure you have that up at least minimum 14, I would say. And if you're going to be scouting, the minimum I would say is 19. But, if you're going to be the person doing intelligence reports for the Alliance, you got to keep that up to date as much as possible. But if you're a scouter, I'd say minimum 19 is your goal. All right, so another good one to upgrade is your blacksmith, because most of your fighting stats will come from equipment, and you only get like 15% difference having your military branch completely filled up. So you're going to want to make sure you have your blacksmith upgraded, and you're building the highest level of equipment possible. I'll do another guide on building equipment and how to do that efficiently. Let's see. So while you're waiting for resources on your castle level, maybe you could upgrade your embassy in the meantime, or upgrade your depot. That's not something that you would mainly focus on. If you want to be the person that likes to set rallies, likes to have a large hall of war so that you'll be in every crown award to make sure that you've got the biggest haul. This is a huge commitment. The number of swords, glory swords that's needed to increase this. So you don't have to upgrade your Hall of War and spend a lot of gems on this if you don't want to be that person. If you do, you're going to make a big commitment on spending on these glory swords. And if you do, always buy the 500. That's the best deal. I try to win them in the piñatas and buy them in the merchant as much as I can. I really don't spend a lot on my gems on glory swords. So after your castle level 30, buildings will need azurite to upgrade, if it can go up to 30 or not. So this one takes 2160 azurite. You'll want to make sure you open your azurite mine as soon as possible, as soon as you hit C30. Forget about barracks, forget about anything else. This takes a massive amount of gathering resources to open. So, and this, unless you're just going to throw money at the problem of azurite, which is pretty expensive, make this your priority after hitting C30 as soon as you can. Alright, so as you're waiting for azurite to gather to upgrade your levels 30 buildings to level 31, you can start back building. This is when I back build my depot and my embassy. I made sure my college was up to 30. I got all my barracks to 30. I upgraded the Watchtower to 30. And everything that wasn't on my mandatory list, except for resource plots, and I didn't upgrade my training grounds. I find that at T10, what I have now is, even with my recruitment speed gear on, I'm just around a day's worth of training. So I won't upgrade that until I get better gear, and that lowers that down. So, but while you're waiting for resources to upgrade to C31, you can back build, and then, as you see here, now I've started building up my resource plots. I've got these scheduled to go up. And they really don't take any resources, so that's why I save these. Oh, they don't take resources if you have the monthly card. So that's why I save these to build now, so I can build them while I'm gathering resources, and all my other buildings are already at maximum, and I'm at that point where I'm just gathering resources and taking in azurite and doing research. So yeah, it's pretty easy street. That's the best way to go about building a castle C30, and then plans for how to continue that momentum to C31. I probably stayed C30 a long time. A lot of people just keep pushing that up to C31 immediately, but let's see here. I looked at this the other day. When I was a C30 just a little bit ago, I was right here at level number 35. The only thing I've done is my hospital, drill grounds, and my castle, and that pushed me up to 18th in the kingdom. And there's only 3 other people that are C31 that have a better 31, and I just became a C31. So I've got a great platform to move up and have a really strong castle. Research and buildings and equipment are really, really important. I need to start working on some orange pieces, but I hope this helps you guys realize you don't have to build every single plot and every single building, but you still need to make sure you have those essential buildings at your castle level to be strong and not lose so many troops if you're hit. You want to have those wounded capacities up. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, and comment below. If I forgot something, post it down below. We'd all appreciate it. Thank you.